everyone, welcome to my channel, Kimbaskrafts. If this is your first time stopping in and checking out one of my videos, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this video and you like what you hear and see and you come back. If you are a returning sub, thank you as always. I appreciate your continued support. So we are here to start my Christmas project. I had already revealed a couple of the items that are going to be used in the Christmas project, and so now I'm gonna show you why I got what I got, and yeah, what we're gonna do. We're gonna build something first because I don't do anything easy. Why would I do something easy? So what I have here is one of those tri-fold poster things. I don't know, I just came up with this idea. Oh, Lord help me. We're gonna make an advent box. We're gonna make an advent box for Mookie. So we're gonna actually only do 12 boxes. Initially I was gonna do 25, but honestly, the sticks and stuff I buy her, that stuff is expensive, first of all. And second of all, I'm really behind the 8 ball on this, because December's like literally a day or two away. I don't even know. So it's Black Friday today, and we're going to go ahead and build this box. The way we're going to build this box is I got foam poster board over here, pretty large in size. Very large in size. I don't even know. How big is this thing? 30 inches by 40 inches. So the first thing I want to do is I want to cut it to the size of this this trifold, and I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open this trifold up, and I'm going to glue the other piece to the front of it so that it's a box. I know, I could have just gotten a box somewhere, I guess, but I needed a flat. You know how most boxes look like this? And it's taped. I needed a fully flat side that I could cut doors into. I wonder if I should cut the doors into this. No, I'm going to cut the doors into this. So what I need to do is I need to make this the same size as the foam poster board, the same size as this trifold. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera because I'm going to bump you. I'm going to just go ahead and do that, and then we're going to start cutting out, figuring out my doors here. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this sheet here now. Now, these are for the doors. I'm going to cut this part off. And we're going to put these on the doors. Like random doors. We got to figure out. We're going to do 12 days, the 12 days of Christmas. But I know the 12 days of Christmas are like the 25th to the January 6th. We're not doing that. We're doing like, so 25th is Christmas Day. This is going to be the 25th door. This guy. And then the other ones are going to be and I don't know, I might not have to make it this big. So what I'll do is I'll make it this way. because I got these guys. Let's see how many. Let me cut these backs off. Just going to cut it like this. Should I use? Oh my goodness. Let me just push this up. Let's just use this, guys, because it'll just be faster. So, let's see here. Once I figure out the line up here. Okay, you can move it down just a little. I'm gonna put it in like this. Okay, perfect. There's one. Two. So I hope everybody's having a good Black Friday. Are you guys Black Friday shoppers? I hope everybody, well, I guess if you're in the States, I hope you enjoyed a good Thanksgiving. I posted just like a couple quick videos of course, the video of me unboxing this stuff. This stuff is from New Craftday, and this was why I picked all these dog items here. So I thought it would be fun. And so I had mentioned earlier that my my daily uploads might be shorts, and that's why, because it just might be Moogie going and getting her her treat for the day. So let's just see how this looks here. So what I was thinking is, I'm gonna need more space. So if this is the middle, well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So maybe I just won't do one dog, but I'm definitely going to do the window. I'm going to take away one of the Christmas trees, and I think I'm going to take away, oh, they're all so cute. I think I'm going to take away this little guy. I know it's adorable, but these guys have hats on, and this one's standing, and these three all look alike. These two look very much alike, and I like the sad face on him. Okay, so, and then we'll put one doggy here. We can do a doggy door here. A doggy door here, 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 and here. How does that look? Is that too much space here? Maybe I move this over and we'll do two. They look too much alike. I'm just laying this out just to get an idea. So we're gonna get a pencil and mark out our doors here. This is too much space here. I think maybe we'll move him down a little. Move this down so they're lined up. How does that look? Maybe we'll do it like this. I kind of like that. So then, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is going to be a door. And then this is going to be a door. And you're going to be a big door. That'll be the grand prize. Okay, so I'm going to get a marker. I mean a pencil. Let me turn this off. I'm sorry. I forgot I had that on. And I'm just going to mark out where I'm putting these doors. Hold on a second. Okay, I took a picture of it too, so I know. So that's one door, and then let me get a roller. I'm pretty sure I have a roller in here somewhere. Just like a regular roller. Moogie snoring. Alright, we'll just have to use this big thing. Okay. So okay, there's one. And then this guy. Now the reason why I diamond paint these and put them on the doors. I'm just marking out. It's not perfect. This guy, this guy is going to be the big door. And I don't know, that might need to be moved over. I'm going to erase this. I hope this works. Guess we're gonna see. So once I mark the doors off, then I can I'll cut it back down to size. Okay, so that's you. This little guy, I'm going to move that over. I just need to make sure that these little, that all the pictures fit into, you know, the squares. Which is why I have them laid out like this. This goes here. So you're gonna go like that. I don't know if what I'm doing makes sense to you guys. I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be fun to try. All right, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. And I don't want it to go above, really, here. I might have to push this one up. Because I do need space between the doors. So I just go up to here. Okay. So, I think with that, I need to find a regular ruler. I think with that, I'm going to now find a regular ruler, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make full lines. I should have just made full lines, but I want to make sure they're straight. And then we have to cut all the way through and make sure it's nice and not jagged. That's the problem with foam board. And puncture the holes through. But let me see. Hold on a second. Haha! That didn't take me long. Literally just a couple minutes. Okay. I just had to actually dig into my drawers. All right, I'm gonna cut out these doors completely. So we have to just make sure it's straight. Because is that straight? It doesn't look straight. So let me erase this stuff. Okay. I think that that straight? I can't tell. I feel like it's really not straight. I think that looks straight. And then the cards, I'm just going to follow the cards. I should have just done this in the first place. As long as I have them laid out straight. Which one was there though? Okay. Are these all pretty much the same size? Yeah, pretty much. Let's make sure that the bottom is straight. Now, I had bought this Advent box for Soju from BJ's, and she didn't like anything in it. She wasn't a toy dog. She had her favorite Webkins stuffed animals, and but she didn't like balls. She didn't like ropes, and that's like the kind of stuff that was in there for dogs, like real dog stuff. And yeah, she wasn't interested in any of that. So a majority of it was like worthless, and she didn't like any of the treats. So when I pulled the box, I thought every morning when I would pull the box out, she'd get so excited because she was just like not interested at all. I was like, oh, it's just like Christmas. You know, on Christmas when you get the big toy and you think your kid is going to love it and they're going to be so excited and you're so excited to give it to them. And you give it to them and they're just like playing with the wrapping paper it came in. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I was like, oh, it's just like having a kid. I watch those videos sometimes where the kid like freaks out and cries. I've never had that experience. I guess I'm just a bad gift giver, probably. I couldn't afford like the motorized car. I probably just couldn't afford the things that like really would have won the kids over. think I am going to have to use this now. All that mess. Because this is just longer. And I can line it up to the bottom. Once I get these mapped out, then I will decorate the doors. I think I'm going to decorate them and then cut them out. So I want to paint them. Should I paint them? I don't have, maybe I should get markers. Just color them in. That would probably be easier and less messy. I had that paint from last year. That's what I was planning on doing. Is this straight? It's not. I can tell it's not. This one is not straight. See? That's better. Okay, let me get the cards. I find myself like less and less of like a huge Thanksgiving meal person. Like I literally eat a little bit of the meal and then I'm done. I don't want leftovers. I don't know what it is. I used to like eat leftovers for days. And I would eat 2 plates. But yeah, I had 1 small plate with a little bit of everything. And then I was good. We're almost done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. I'm just going to turn this way because why not? Like that. And we'll go up here. like to do some kind of weird craft once a year, and then that way I can keep calling my channel Kimbaskrafts. Because if I don't do at least one different craft, I'm just kidding. I cannot see. I gotta turn this around. There we go. What do you guys think? I think it's gonna be cute. So now, let me move this stuff out of the way. Now I want to trim this to its size. So I'm going to bring it down to like here. Okay, we need this again. Let's see if I can make it a little cleaner of a cut. They say if you cut it on an angle, it should cut, see, this is a very sharp edge, so it's not the edge, see, it does cut. Oh my goodness, I'm cutting some of the ruler even. I don't know why it does the jagged. So this is the size of our advent calendar. Advent calendar, okay? This is the size of it. And I'm randomly going to pick what doors, 1, 2, 3, when we're done. Now we're just going to decorate it. Am I fully in frame? Yes. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and paint it because I have the paint. Hold on. These paper plates I got. Man, I got a lot of reds. So my plan was all right, I think what I'll do is I'll paint the door, the doors green. And I'll paint the background red since I have this red, a huge thing of red here. I have this bright red. I have less green. I'll do bright red. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. We're just gonna go for it. All right. Listen, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Yeah, let's do a foam. Now these doors doesn't really matter because I'm not going to even paint those doors because the whole thing's going to cover it. But the other doors, so why am I being so careful? The other doors, you know, the dogs are gonna, I have to paint them green. So that's cool. So I have 5 doors that I don't have to paint green. And I'm gonna put washi tape around the doors too. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is for moogsters. And this is just for fun, you know? I decided not to do the Christmas premiere this year. I just didn't want to put too much pressure on myself in December. Last year I had so much going on and I had to make that video. And I knew I was behind on this idea. And I wouldn't have been, if I used this as my premiere video, it wouldn't have been released until probably December 26th, which wouldn't have made sense because you would have been seeing this, you know, I just didn't want to put too much on my plate. I kind of like, it almost looks barnish, like a barn, one coat. I'm going to go all in one direction. There we go. Wow, it's drying fast. And I think I picked the right brush for this, the sponge. So Moogie's a little worn out today. This week has been a wash for me. So I worked Monday night, which is unusual, but one of the nurses was going away to visit her family on Thanksgiving. And so I picked up Monday 8 hours for her. And I was sick. And I honestly didn't know that I was sick. Like, not that I would have been able to call out, because I've already called out for being sick recently. Because I've been getting these flu-like symptoms frequently. This is like the 5th time in the last few months, and I don't really understand. So I just started recently thinking, oh, maybe it's like related to menopause somehow. So I'm going to keep track of that, because there is something called the menopause flu, where you feel like you have, if you've experienced this and you don't mind sharing, can you leave me a comment, because part of me thinks I'm going crazy. My daughter called it my fake sick, because like what happens is I think I'm sick, and then I take medicine for body aches and stuff, and I go to sleep and I wake up and I'm fine. So it's happened multiple times, and one time it happened and I thought, I woke up and I was fine, and I'm like, oh, I guess I just had like a 24-hour thing. And I, got up, I started cleaning, I came into the craft room, I diamond painted a little bit, and then I went out there and I was actually doing laundry, and I'm pulling clothes out of the dryer, and I look up. My daughter sees my face and she's like, you okay? And I'm like, I need to go lay down. It just came on so rapidly. I was like, I don't feel good. And so I go into the bedroom and I get underneath the covers and I'm like shivering, like I have rigors and the chills, and I just felt like crap, like very rapidly. And Bob comes in and he's like, you okay? And I was like, feel my neck. And my lymph nodes were swollen. So then that time I was like, oh, he's like, yeah, you are sick. Your lymph nodes are swollen. Your neck is swollen. So I stayed in bed the rest of the night. Next day I was fine. So then it happened again, but it cleared up after the first, I don't even know, guys. So then I started thinking, what if this has something to do with my menopause? And I looked it up and it said that there's this thing called the menopause flu, where you get the chills and the body aches, and like it mimics the flu. And I was like, oh my God, that's what it is. So I worked Saturday and Sunday, so I got home Sunday night, and I woke up. I didn't have to go back to work till 11. I only took part of her shift for her, and someone else took the first 4 hours. So I got up and I actually took Moogie out because I felt bad for her. And when I got home, I ate and I laid down and I was like, oh my God, I don't feel good. And I had the chills, and I kept my coat on, and I had 4 blankets over me and I couldn't get warm. And I just thought it was this menopause thing. I'm like, okay, great. Got this menopause flu. And I go into work, and I, of course I still didn't feel good. And I'm telling everyone, oh, it's just going to pass. Well, it didn't. It did eventually. Like at 4 o'clock in the morning, I started to feel like a little okay. But on Tuesday, because I worked into Tuesday morning. Yeah, I was sick all day. I was in bed all day. And most of Wednesday, like, I woke up and I took a shower and I was like, I really thought once I took a shower I was going to feel fine. Nope. Took a shower and I went over to watch the dogs run. Moogie and the Dobie. And there's people walking, so they decided, Bob and the Dobie's mom decided, let's take them for a walk. So I start walking with them. And oh my God, as we're walking, I'm like, uh-oh. This wasn't a good idea. I don't feel good. I wasn't expecting to have to walk like that. And when we got back there, I just sat on the bench. And even Moogie could tell I was not well. She came over and put her head on my lap. She could sense that I did not feel good. And I came home and I slept more. So thankfully, I woke up on Thursday. I pretty much slept all Tuesday and Wednesday. And I woke up on Thursday and I finally felt like a normal human being. You know, Wednesday I made that video and I thought that I was on the mend. I mean, I guess I was on the mend, but I still was pretty sick Wednesday. And then Thursday I was totally normal, but you know, it was really nasty out, raining, and we couldn't take Moogs to my brother's because it just would have been chaotic having her there. She is, you know, almost 80 pounds, and he's got 3 little ones, and they had their Christmas decorations up, and they have all these kids' toys everywhere, which she would have thought were her toys. And it was raining out. We wouldn't have been able to take her outside and try to like run her and get rid of any of her energy. So I was like, I'm not bringing her. So I try to take her out and try to wear her out before we left because she had to go in her crate. So even before dinner I was tired. And then when we got home, I took her for a walk. And when we got back, she lay down and I lay down, and I pretty much slept the rest of Thanksgiving. And then, so my whole week was like a bust, you know. I haven't diamond painted because I had to move my diamond painting off to make the videos. And I really want to diamond paint, but I wanted to start this project while I had the table cleared off. that was my week. And today, Bob took her out with the Adobe, but she still had a lot of energy in her. So I took her over to the dog park, and she wasn't too into it because there was this pretty aggressive large German Shepherd that came after we were there, and he was ball aggressive. And she did not like him. And so we didn't stay long. I mean, she stayed away from him and he stayed away from her. He was growling at a lot of dogs because of his ball. But most of the dogs didn't care. They just were like walking by him like whatever. And his owner, of course, they always have the owners that don't care. They bring their dog and like, what's the problem? They're dogs. They growl. It's like, so she just steered clear of him, but she kept her eyes on him. She wanted to know where he was at all times. And so she had a hard time relaxing. So I didn't stay long. Then when we got home, I gave her a stick, so she chewed on that for a while. So she's at least exercised. Bob weighed her. She's only 76 pounds. We really thought that she was like 80 some pounds. But she's starting to fill out. Someone who seen her before said, wow, she's starting to fill out. I told him that, you know, she's not the most food-driven dog, and that we've had to add chicken because we were throwing a lot of her kibble out. Even with the canned food, she just wasn't, it just wasn't interesting to her. We had to keep, but now with the chicken, she loves the chicken. Boiled chicken. Yeah, she eats most of her food. And so she is starting to fill out a little bit. This looks a little sloppy, but so what my plan is, I'll put washi tape down on the outside on the red part so that I can paint even ends, even green ends. And then we'll cut the doors out. Maybe I should put chunky glitter over the red to cover up the bad paint job. They had a red, I just don't feel like going over this again, guys. I'll be honest with you. I think the one time is going to be enough. I think it's going to look cute regardless, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. I am trying to go all in one direction. Let me go over this side a little more. Maybe I will have to go over it one more time. I think I'm gonna time lapse you guys because this is gonna take forever. I'm gonna play some music and then I'll show you in the end.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Okay, so I did go over it twice and I think it looks pretty good, and I stopped worrying about painting the lines. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the doors, and then I'm going to, instead of painted green, I was thinking about putting like a see, because now that I went red here, maybe, I guess the green will cover it up. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to cut out the windows with washi around so that I can paint the windows green. Okay, so we're going to have to wait a little bit, let it dry, and then we'll be back to do that part. All right, guys. Okay, it's not completely dry, but it's pretty dry. I just have some random washies here that I've used some of, and but didn't use enough to throw out. Well, I felt like I didn't want to throw out. So we're going to go ahead and just trim this. We're not going to trim these because we're going to glue those cards right on top. We're going to trim these. This is going to be our guide to our green paint. I can still see the pencil markings. That's what I'm looking at. Uh-oh. I just pulled up some of my... I hope I don't do that all over the place. No. It's okay. And we'll paint the inside of these doors. The non-Christmas card doors. We'll paint them this green. Okay, there's one. I am pulling off paint here and there. I will deal with that. Honestly, it's only like an hour or so later. I'm just being very impatient. I should just let this rest for a little bit. But once I put the green paint on, I'm gonna start diamond painting I actually should just let this rest once we're done the green paint part. I'd like to put the paint away. All right, that's a card. We have 5 cards. So let's just keep going around and around and around. While I was painting on the time lapse, I was watching, I'm watching the Jean Bonnet Netflix. So I'm not very far in. Just maybe a half hour into the first episode. If there's even more than one episode, I don't even know. Curious what everyone, by the time I'm done this project, I mean this video, I'll be done the actual documentary, I'm sure. What your thoughts are, if you've seen it. I told Bob about the German Shepherd, and he's so cute. He was like, even if she's always a timid Roddy, she's perfect. I was like, yes, she is. She is a perfect, perfect baby girl. You know, and I looked it up. I was like, why is my Rottweiler timid? I mean, I think it's obvious why she's timid of larger dogs because of her experiences, you know. I maybe shouldn't have taken her to the dog parks so early, but I was worried about her not being socialized because, like, all of the literature for Rottweilers is make sure you socialize them. If you don't socialize them and you don't start early, they're going to be aggressive and all this stuff. And like, I didn't want to take a chance of her getting, like, overly aggressive. Which, honestly, if I was going to have it one way or the other, I'd rather she not be overly aggressive because I like to be able to take her everywhere I go, which is not something I would be able to do if she was an aggressive dog, you know. And my neighbor even said to me today, he's like, I gotta tell you, she is such a sweetheart, and you guys did such a great job with her, socializing her, because she really could have been a menace, but she's not, and that's all because of how much you know, how you brought her up. He's like, in the way she is with humans. He was saying, particularly with humans, like, she loves people. And he was saying, you know, the only reason why she's like that is because of how you have raised her. And so I really appreciated that, because, like I said earlier, you know, it's just like parenting. You start thinking, What did I do wrong? You know, you blame everything on yourself. And then the big guy. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna get a red Sharpie. Fill that in. All right. Now we'll paint the green. This is like buckling a little bit. I'm going to do the glitter green. I forgot to wash that brush out. This has got a very strong odor. And you can see the red underneath. Go back and do a second coat. Should have done solid green and then the glitter green. How goopy that is. Yeah, solid green. Solid as a rock. Of course, I got this little tiny brush now because I was too lazy to wash out the other one. Okay. You found a squeaky toy. I'm going to, I might have to go back over those just to cover the red. And then I'm going to have to let this dry. See, normally I'm like a perfectionist, and I just don't think that this needs to be like perfect. Just, I think it's going to be cute no matter what. So that's why I'm just, you know, Moogie is going to love it no matter what. You could do one for your cat and get cat stuff. And if I have to do a touch up of the red around this stuff, that's fine. Washi is usually pretty gentle, so I don't see it pulling up a ton of like cardboard or anything, I'm hoping. I'm just going to go over this because you can see the red through it, and I don't think another coat is going to fix that. And then we'll just do the glitter on top once it's dry. And I am going to wash these two brushes out. I think the red one's dry, unfortunately. I mean, the good thing is that pack of brushes, not that I should be wasteful like this, but the pack of brushes was like, I don't know, maybe $4 for all of them. I used one for the E6000 glue on my Elizabeth Ward containers, and I did throw that out. One more, and then we're gonna let this baby dry and warp some more. Yeah, we just had our neighbor, he lives alone, and I asked him what he was doing for Thanksgiving, and he said he didn't know. I think the only family he has is in Washington, D.C. So if I was having Thanksgiving, I would have invited him here, but I was not having Thanksgiving. It was at my brother's. So I told him I would bring him a plate of food. So Bob took it over last night when we got home, and he just stopped by to say thank you and that he had eaten some of it. It was so bad. All right, guys, let me go wash these out. Let's let this dry. And I don't even know if I'm going to do glitter green, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to have to, because it is kind of not pretty. That's the Moogs trying to get in. Hold on, Moogie. I gotta go out there and wash these brushes anyway. Let's let this dry. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Hey, you guys. Okay, guys, we are going to diamond paint. We are gonna diamond paint, diamond paint, diamond paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one did I'm not using him. The reason why we're going to diamond paint is because it's drying. So I might as well start on these. So we'll start on the cards. I'm going to zoom you in. Hold on. Okay, we're going to start on the cards. I think what I'll do is, don't I have a, I don't know why I don't prepare all of this stuff. Come on. All right. Let me turn the light on here. That was from One Piece. All right. I'm going to use this. These cards, again, I'm just going to tell you, are from New Craftday. We're going to use our removable labels because nobody got time for that. And I'm going to use this pen here. Let's see here. And I'm pretty sure it's EDCBA87654321. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. All right. I just had the scissors, literally just. I was using them for this project, and I haven't, oh, there. Melt down. All right. These cube containers, I really like them. What I don't like about them, you know what? I need to do a storage, a storage review of all my storage, what I like and what I don't like about them. I'm going to do that one day. Too. But I haven't used these since the Dreamer's Designs. It's nice we don't have any static. Can you have static with these kind of drills? I don't even know. 3. Oops. This is just plain black. No static in these either. I don't know how many videos I'm going to make this making of the Advent box. It's probably going to be a few of them. Whoops. I'm just going by the seat of my pants, like. That was 4. 4. 5. All right, pop that open. Beautiful. 5. Oops. I don't think that these are going to take too long. I don't know why though. These guys really do. These little. This is number 6. These off the canvas projects, they take longer than they should, I think. I don't know why. For me, they do anyway. 7. That was Bob. I don't know. He's talking to the dog. Talking to the dog. 7. 8. I hurt my shoulder, my other shoulder. So I had frozen shoulder. Last year, I got over it. And I hurt my, and it's pretty much fully functioning. There's a couple things in the gym I can't do. Whoops, oh, that was a fail. There's red paint on this board now. There we go. 8. And I don't know what I did to my, that was my right shoulder. Now my left shoulder hurts. And I don't know what I did to it. It definitely wasn't something in the gym because I've been sick, so I haven't been in the gym. I don't know what in the world I did. But I'm terrified it's going to become a frozen shoulder. Feels better today. Yesterday it was really bothering me, and it's been bothering me when I try to sleep. Like it wakes me up when I try to move certain ways in my sleep. And I think he said that I had a 15% chance of getting it on the other side. I don't know. It was too many percent no matter what the percent was. That was awful. And rendered me useless. So it's Black Friday. I haven't bought one canvas. So here's the thing. I really don't want to spend any money. And if I do spend money, I don't... The last company that I want to buy from is Diamond Art Club. And that's simply because I have so many from them. And I really need to do some. Like, I don't do a lot of Diamond Art Club, and I have so many of them, and I'm just like, I don't want to add to that collection until I start doing some. Like, and there's just so many companies that I want to try, and I want to order from, and if I spend money on a diamond painting, I really want to spend it on a small shop that I haven't tried yet, or that I have that I would like to support again, like Bella Art Diamonds or Captured by Radiance. And I really want to try the Overseas collection. Dreamers Designs, and there's just so many things, like, you know, I haven't even done a Jaded Gem shop yet. That's pretty pathetic. And, but my daughter's boyfriend got me a gift card to Diamond Art Club for my birthday. So really, the most bang for my buck would be to get something from them. So I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I have until tonight. I've been putting it off. We'll see what I end up doing. I just have this. I don't even care. All right, let's just start, because, yeah. I'm going to pull it off and grab a sheet here. Oh, let me get a tray. I want one of my Bella Art diamond trays here. All right, first color we're gonna do is B, because I see a lot of that. And that is just like green. Okay, so normally I have glue dots in my single placer, and I have Joy's putty in my multi placer, and so that popping noise that you hear is from the glue dots. So oftentimes when you have off the canvas, you have to place, you can't really multi-place because, you know, they're in different, they're not in lines and stuff like that. They're just filling in pictures. So a lot of times I'll pick up more than one, and I'll sing. Oh, I think our food's here. Who orders out after Thanksgiving? I told you I haven't really been in the Thanksgiving. Did you guys hear that? I got a cannoli. Leave the gun. Take the cannolis. Yeah, boy. I'm going straight up gangster. Leave the gun. Take the cannolis. All right, I'm going to go eat my cannoli. Guys, it's hours later. But I know you're not surprised because... but look, it's dry, and I really like how it came out. And you can see, like, I can pull this back and I don't have any issues. And we got a nice line there. That's perfect. I'm still debating if I should paint over this again or leave it like this. I don't know. The only problem that I'm having right now is that this is like warped. It curled a little from the paint. And so Bob's like, you know, put it under something heavy. Look, the ones that had glitter, you can kind of see. I think I might paint these, the glitter again. But I want a diamond paint right now, guys. To be completely honest with you, like, I'm a diamond painter. I'm not a painter. It's painting things for the birds. So let's just diamond paint this little guy a little more. But yeah, that's my project. And, you know, we'll be putting it together. We have until, so I got to count backwards. Well, let's see. December 13th, I think, is when we'll start. Now I'm trying to decide how I want to do. Oh, shucks. Did I just do that? I just threw a bunch of them on my lap, and thank goodness I put a blanket over my legs. The blanket caught all of them. What was I talking about, guys, before I made this poor decision to pull this tray off of the glue like that? Okay. I don't think we lost one. Aha, I found it. We haven't lost one. I was thinking about getting a string and putting the string on the door that needs to be opened, and just letting her see if she can learn in the 12 days when we go up to the box to pull the string and find her treat inside. So I thought that would be fun if we could teach her that. You know, and I would move the string to the box, the door that needs to be opened that day. So we'll see. There's a lot of things we could do with it. Have some fun. I would like to get number stickers. Just put a little bit of glue on them and use leftover drills and just maybe I'll just number them with the, maybe I'll get glitter numbers and I'll just throw them up there. You know, put like 1 on here. They'll have to be a little smaller because of these guys. Do the hat up here. But yeah, I thought this would be fun, a fun little project to do. And then just have her, I'll post like a little short every day of her getting her treat. And see how she does. And building the compartments inside, I'm just going to use foam board and put different, like all of her favorite treats inside. So it looks like we got some bees down here. Oh, maybe I'm going to do this. I'm like dying to watch this John Bonet thing. I had to Google some stuff already because I remember hearing something about them thinking maybe the son did it, and I was wondering if, like, I didn't know if anybody was arrested for it. So I found that I had to look it up. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, like, because he was 9 and she was 6. I can't imagine her parents, like, discovering, I don't know, let's say because, you know, you hear about this all the time. He was wrestling with her too hard, or he got mad at her, or pushed her down the stairs or something, you know? But them covering it up, like, and what a weird way to cover it up, like with a ransom note. I forgot all about that part of it. I'm really not far into this show yet. Bob and I we tried watching The Perfect Couple. We're a few episodes in, but I don't think he's liking it, because when he likes a show, when I'm in the living room, he'll say, "You got time for a show?" But he hasn't mentioned it. And then, you know, we've heard such great things about Yellowstone, and we tried watching it before. We couldn't get into it, so I said, let's try that again. We got through the first episode, and I said to him, you want to watch Yellowstone? And he said, no, I don't really want to watch that. So he couldn't really get into that one. So we really haven't found a show that, you know, we both want to watch. I think The Perfect Couple is interesting. I'd like to finish it, but I'm not like dying to watch it. I don't want my tray to get stuck again. I don't like single placing, guys. When you're so used to multi-placing, this is so hard. Takes a lot of patience. Sorry that I know some people like the popping, but I also know that it's a little annoying to some people. I get both. Sometimes I chew my cow like my cow. Yeah, I chew my cow. Sometimes I chew my gum like a cow because I'm always trying to get it to pop. My mom, when I was little, whenever she would chew gum, she could get it to pop like really loud. I don't know how she does it. And I mean, like with every bite, like she would chew and it would be like pop, pop, pop. And I, to this day, cannot do that. And I would ask her all the time, how do you do that? And so she told me I guess somehow she folds the gum and the air gets trapped in it. So I would sit there chewing my gum like a cow, trying to fold air into it. And I still, to this day, will try that sometimes. And I'm still unable to do it. Every once in a while, I get a little pop. I remember the first time I blew a bubble. I must have been like 3 or 4, because we moved out of that house when I was 4. And I remember my mom was in the bathtub and I blew a bubble outside and I ran inside and I was playing outside alone. This is back in the day when you did those kind of things. You just, I was always outside alone. And I remember so much from this house. So much, guys. And we moved out of there when I was 4. So I remember, I don't remember, I remember my best friend's name was Tamara, but I don't remember her face. And I remember she had a necklace, an owl necklace that I loved. And I had a watch that she loved, and we would switch all the time. And I couldn't understand why she liked my watch more. I just thought I thought her owl necklace was so much more girly. I felt like my watch was like boyish. I just couldn't understand, like, why would she want this watch? And every day we'd switch. And then, you know, we'd have to switch back. I remember I was never allowed in her house, except for one time. My dad, this is crazy, isn't it? My brother had to go to karate, and my dad left me home alone, and I was playing outside with Tamara, and all of a sudden I started feeling really sick. I had like a really bad stomach ache. I felt really sick, and I started crying, and Tamara took me to her house, and her mom came to the door, and that was the only time she let me in the house, because she was like, "We'll go home." And she's like, "Her dad's not home. He took her brother to karate." And so she let me wait for him inside. I was laying down. And yeah. Could you imagine leaving your... I mean, you know, my parents didn't do anything different than anybody else. It wasn't like her mom was like, "Nobody's home at your house." She was just like, "Okay, then so you can wait in here." I mean, it was like, I think it was normal. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything else to compare it to. But I couldn't imagine leaving my 3 or 4-year-old alone outside playing while I went and dropped my other kid off somewhere. Oh my God. Or maybe he went to pick him up. Whatever the case may be. My mom did tell me that she would leave me at the house alone while she went to drop my brother off to kindergarten. You know, my brother's a year older than me. She said I would come to the window and look out the window and watch them leave. I'm like, man, you are so lucky I didn't kill myself somehow. And I said, why did you leave me? And she said because it was like right up the road and it was so cold out. She didn't want to drag me out in the cold. I'm like, okay. Missed a couple ones. You know what else I remember about that day when I blew the bubble? I also was walking out. We had a picnic outside, and Moogs is demanding entrance. Hold on. It's a good thing she did that. I made a cup of coffee and left it under the Keurig. Oh my goodness. Still warm. Okay. We had a picnic, and I remember someone dropped a glass and it shattered on the concrete patio out back. Well, my brother and I my mom was taking a bath, and I remember he saw a piece of glass and he was like, watch, and he stepped on it barefoot and he didn't get it in his foot. And I thought that it was safe to walk on, because I think my parents told us not to go out there barefoot, you know. And so I took my shoes off because I thought nothing bad would happen. Yeah, and I got a piece of glass in my foot, and I ran inside screaming. My poor mom was in the bathtub. She had to take it out of my foot. She was yelling at me like, we told you not to go out there without shoes. I was crying. Parents can't even get a bath in peace. Oh, what are you doing? You're not quite ready to lay down. I don't know why you wanted to come in here. Probably to get into trouble. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, you little rascal? Oh, you are getting big, girl. Look how big you are getting. Look at you. You're the bestest donkey. Come here. Come here. I'm going to show the people. Come here. Come here, Mommy. Come here. Come here. You want to see this? I got to get her over here with something. What am I going to show her? Come here, Mommy. Come here. Oh, there she is. Oh. Where's my baby? Oh, there she is. Oh, look how big she is, guys. Look how big she is. I still have my fingers. Look at my baby. She's not a baby no more. Hi, baby. Moogie. Moogie. Moogie, what are you doing? What you sniffing? Bye-bye. She knows. She knows what that means. Moogs. Look. Oh, look at the people. Look how big she is, guys. Look how big my baby is. Oh my goodness. Look at my baby. You want to go? Go, baby, go. Okay. We're gonna finish this card together. I think. This is no good. This one's no good. So the coating's on backwards. I need a trash tray. Just use this tray for now. Okay. Yeah, I remember so much from that house. OMG. No. Go play with Daddy. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye now. This is going to have to be a multiple part video. Bob went to bed, so now I'm on dog duty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're looking forward to seeing the completion of this project. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. And if you did enjoy this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care. Keep diamond painting.